Hello, my name is Brad Hambrick, and I am the author of the recently released book, Angry with God, an honest journey through suffering and betrayal. If you're like me, you look at the title of that book and you assume, okay, this is a book on anger. But it's actually more a book on grief and suffering than it is a book on anger. And that's kind of the way it is with anger. Whenever anger is in the room or on the title of a book, anger gets all of the attention and grief tends to fade to the background. But when we've been through profoundly hard things, the kinds of things that shape our life, the kinds of things that are unpleasant experiences, and they become before and after kind of markers in our life, we grieve those experiences. And because they're just so innately not the way things are supposed to be, we also get upset about them. And we assume that grief anger is like selfish anger. The kind of anger we have when we're not getting our way and we don't like it, the kind of anger that is captured in James chapter 4. But there's also a grief anger that's not a selfish anger. It's the kind of anger that agrees with God. No, this isn't the way it's supposed to be. This is broken and it's affecting me in a deep and personal way, and I don't know what to do with it. And if, as Christians, if we feel like God is upset with us for our grief anger, then we start to feel like, well, we are angry at God because I'm hurting and He doesn't get it and He doesn't care. And what I want this book to help us see is that when it comes to suffering anger, grief in the anger phase, God is sympathetic and compassionate. He wants to comfort us, not forgive us, when that anger is rooted in experiences of suffering. And I wrote this book for individuals like that are going through hard times, that are suffering, and you're trying to figure out how do I relate and pray to God? How do I not bring James 4 but Psalm 44 to my experience of anger? And what I hope you find in this book is that it's an invitation to do that kind of anger with God, recognizing Him as a friend, an ally, a refuge in those experiences, not someone who's against you, asking you to repent for this hot lament emotion that you feel. I hope you find it to be a useful resource to help you navigate those experiences with God.